Welcome to Mind the Major, where I say use your mind, don't lose your mind, don't get left behind, become a mind. We family over here. Come on over. Your boy kind of troubled today. I came across this news story. This guy named Marcellus Williams. He's on death row and scheduled to be executed today, September the 24th, at 6 p.m. What's troubling about it to me is that as I read about his actual case, the little bit that I did come across that I read, it seems that there's a good chance that this guy that's scheduled to be executed today, right, that he might very well be innocent, that he might actually be innocent of the crime that he's on death row for. And I know you people might say, well, everybody say that they innocent, that they didn't do it or whatever. You might be right. But in this particular case, there are people, actually prosecutors, that's there in Missouri that are fighting for this guy's freedom. Prosecutors, prosecutors are the one who actually put you in jail, get you that time, get you on death row. Those are some of the people that are actually saying that he should not be on death row, that he shouldn't even be in jail, period. That he's innocent. The prosecutors. But yet, the state doesn't want to free this man. They don't want to free him. Not only do they want to free him, they're dead set on executing this man. I think yesterday his case ended up in the Missouri Supreme Court, and his appeal was denied. So at this point, it's up to the U.S. Supreme Court to halt his execution. Either the U.S. Supreme Court or the governor of Missouri, Republican, what is it, Mike Parson? I don't wanna, give me a second, because I don't wanna, I think it's Mike Parson. Yeah, Mike Parson. Republican Mike Parson. Right? So, how would you, how does anything like this happen? Where you got people that are they are tasked with putting people behind bars and stuff like that, coming to your aid, saying that you do not belong in this position. But yet, for some reason, no, we don't care. We gonna strap them. We gonna strap them and zap them. You know what I mean? Is it a case that, oh, we messed up and we don't want to leave the state open for a lawsuit? Is it that? Is it that the governor don't want to step in and free this man because he's worried about his political standing? And then it's election time. So now I actually read about something when I was going through the little news article that I read yesterday in reference to Marcellus, right? I'm gonna do it again. I'm sorry, because I should have had this stuff written down or whatever, but I did this on the fly. Let's just go to see people. Let's go say the amount of people wrongly executed. I wish I knew her. Give me a second, cause all right. I think I got it. Let me see. people wrongly executed in the United States. It's right here. Since 1973, at least 200 people, at least 200 people in the last 51 years, right? At least 200 people were wrongly convicted, sentenced to death, and have been exonerated, right? I want to see how many people were actually. This is, and let's just see how many. They're not saying how many people who were actually killed. But if you had 200 people that were exonerated in 51 years, right? Just imagine how many people that they actually put to death, right? That actually were put to death. And then later on found, oh, damn, they didn't even do it. They ain't even do it. So what happens in that instance? Well, what happens in that case? Would you just go out to the potter's field, you know what I mean? Where you got them buried in the back of the jail or whatever. If you gave the remains to the family and they buried the person or whatever, what you go? What do you do? Go to the cemetery and stand at the grave and say, "Listen here, boss. We found out that you were actually innocent. Our bad. Hope it's no hard feelings." I mean, what happens in a case like that? You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is why me myself, I'm opposed to the whole death penalty thing, because if you got, when you're dealing with something that's final, that's as final as a death penalty, and you can't make it where as though it's foolproof. Nah, I can't say that I would agree with it, because you can't wake a person back up. You know what I mean? After you strap them and zap them, you can't wake them back up and say, "Oh, we made a mistake. Get up, dude. Come on, man. Get on back up, man. You all right? You be all right." You know, and that's the thing. And really, to be honest, I would like Mike Parson, Republican. You know what I mean? And with the like I say, the election going on right now or whatever, I'm very interested in. I would love to hear Trump's thoughts on this case. I would love to hear his thoughts, not just his thoughts, but I would like to hear Kamala Harris' thoughts on this case as well. You know what I'm saying? But I would really be interested in hearing what Trump would have to say in reference to this case. But it's crazy that a person can actually be innocent, and people actually know that you're innocent, right? And you be in a position like this, but politics, quote unquote politics, stand in the way of people actually doing the actual right thing. You know what I mean? We gotta save face. You know, when saving face becomes more important than actually doing the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm curious. I'm curious because I'm probably gonna come back and say something else in reference to this right here, but I'm just doing this on the fly. I haven't even recorded anything in probably almost, well, it been months. You know what I mean? But I seen this and I said I gotta say something about this, because you know I'm sometimes I record stuff and it tends to get, the message tends to get to the right is, you know. But let's just see what happens. Hopefully, when I come back and do the next video about Mr. Williams, Mr. Marcellus Williams, hopefully he'll still be with us. Hopefully he'll get that stay from the United States Supreme Court, you know. But I don't know, you know. I don't know. Hopefully, you know. Let's just I don't know, you know. But when I come back and do the second part or whatever, I'll have a little more information. I'll be able to go more in depth. But this is crazy because you say, well, what makes them think that they said that the knife, he was convicted of allegedly killing, I think it was a reporter or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember the date of when this is supposed to happen or whatever. I'll have all that when I do the next video. But they say there was no DNA of his on the murder weapon. You know, that the murder weapon was tainted. I mean, because at the court, the prosecutor handled the murder weapon with no gloves on. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of stuff where as though it was just crazy. And I think at this point, politics, it being a voting cycle, politics are standing in the way of this man being exonerated. And it doesn't make sense. But I'm interested to know if this video comes across your feed or whatever, or some kind of way you see this or whatever, and you're familiar with this actual story, jump in the comment section and have your say. You know what I mean? And maybe you could tell me something that I don't know about it. You know what I mean? If you don't know about it, still voice your opinion in the comment section. I want to know how other people feel about the death penalty, period, about what I've said so far about Mr. Marcellus Williams or whatever. Do you agree that if with the prosecutor's office, these are the people that actually put him in jail, they're saying that this man is innocent. They came back to say that this man is innocent, that he shouldn't be there. The very people that put him on death row are saying that he should not be there. But for some reason, he can't go free. What do you say? Is this right or wrong? But let's just jump in the comment section. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. I'll be back and we can figure out what happened to Mr. Marcellus Williams. Until then, we just gonna have to watch that clock. But man, this is crazy. This is a crazy one here. I couldn't even imagine it. I couldn't even imagine it. Anyway, until the next time, don't forget, great minds think alike. And everybody got greatness in them. You never know when somebody's going to come along, pull that greatness up out of you. So, till then, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy C Major. Rocking that chair. 2 in the air.